1, action.
Hi, I'm Mezza9. This is my painting called Temple of Flux. I created it after I went to Burning Man for the first time. When I was there, I learned that there's two burns. They do the large burn that has all the fanfare and the fireworks on Saturday night, and then they do a smaller, more intimate burn on Sunday called the Temple burn. Everyone told me that I should go out and see the temple before it was burned. And that particular year was Temple of Flux. It was the theme of change. So the temple itself was built out of these sticks that were all off kilter, and it looked like this crazy, massive structure. And people were gathered around it during sunrise. There's a bit of a ceremony to it. There was people there that were Hare Krishna, singing and dancing. There was folks sitting quietly and introspectively. Some people were kneeling. A lot of people found their way into the nooks and crannies of the temple and were leaving messages to folks who had gone before. It was a really moving experience. It brought a lot of sadness, which was an emotion I didn't expect to have at Burning Man. And it made me think a lot as well. People leave notes to loved ones, to pets who have passed. They leave things that they brought with them. I personally had a seashell in my pocket that I intended to leave for my grandmother, and I was coming to terms with that when I was there as well. When the temple itself goes to burn, it was an amazing experience. They ask a crowd of people, that's about 50,000 people, to sit quietly. And the blaze was spectacular. It was really huge. I can't describe it except to say that there's these large red shards that kind of rain down from the blaze itself. And it gives time for introspection and thought. And the more I sat there and the more I thought, I realized it wasn't quite such a sad experience, but it was more of a beautiful experience of love, that people cared enough to leave these messages to their loved ones. And they cared enough, and they made these connections, and we were all there as a community to honor that and to honor that love. And it was a really powerful feeling. And so we're being rained down by the shards, and of course I get up at that point, but the red strawberries in this painting particularly represent those red shards, but also strawberries in my paintings represent blessings, and by that I mean blessings of the people that we've met along our path. Another quality of this painting is that it has some kinetic parts. There's a little door at the bottom that opens, and there's a string that can be pulled, and messages pop up. It says, I love you, I miss you, and I forgive you. Of those three sentiments, I think I forgive you might be the most powerful one there. In the painting there's two figures that are flying through. There's a man in the background, and he looks really concerned. He's trying maybe to process the feeling of loss, and he's wondering about it. There's a sense of wonder to him. The woman in the foreground, she's more peaceful and content, and she's come to terms with it in her way, and she's flying through, and she knows that it's going to be okay. At the bottom of the painting, there's a little sculptural aspect. It represents the large structures that were at that year's Burning Man, and they're massive. These beautiful rebar structures of flowers and plants reaching way up into the sky. Another aspect of the painting is the representation of the temple, which is here, these little sticks like. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Sounded awesome.
Is it okay? Yeah.